We love our phones, right? But there's new evidence now that smartphones are hurting our children. News 8's Jocelyn Mementa takes a closer look at the dangers that mobile devices present in kids right here in Connecticut.
Who doesn't have a smartphone these days? But experts warn, think about the power and addictive qualities of this device before putting this in your child's hands.
I don't think it ever leaves my side.
It sits right next to me as I sleep.
I'll look at it. It's not really that important to me, then I'll just leave it be and not go on it that much.
Text messages, tweets, post on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. It's 24/7. With a ping, instant notification. It's uncharted territory with unanticipated consequences, especially for kids.
Constantly on my phone.
Taylor Bennett felt it most in high school.
It made me feel good if I got likes. If I didn't get likes, I was so upset.
So anyone want to review any of that?
Media ecologist Dr. Rosemarie Conforti at Southern Connecticut State University keeps a close eye on the overuse. She says it can lead to behavioral issues including anxiety, depression, and suicide.
They feel left out, and a lot of that comes from seeing what other young people are doing online and FOMO, the fear of missing out, and so they're afraid of what they're missing out on, so they're constantly checking their phone, and when they are left out, whether it's out of a discussion, a party, a gathering, they begin to feel lonely.
What would you be willing to give up for 1 week to keep your phone?
Certified social worker Marcus Stallworth,
That's very insightful.
would welcome to reality, travels the country.
Okay.
Sounding the alarm to kids and families on the downside of the digital age.
We're trying to get kids to really think about thinking.
On this day, talking to students at Post University.
How about you?
About the impact of smartphones on their emotional health.
What does that say? Does that say car?
Car.
So somebody be willing to give up their car?
Their car.
For a week?
For a
to
week.
keep their phone. That critical thinking piece to be able to evaluate what it is that they're seeing, what is the messages that they're getting exposed to, what do they mean, how do they internalize them, and how does that impact their decision making?
In recent teen surveys, more than half admit to being hooked to mobile devices.
Even like right now, like it's buzzing. I'm like trying to not trying to touch my phone.
College student Joel Guzman addicted early on.
Like it could be 3 in the morning. No one's gonna text me, no notifications. I'm still checking my phone every 2 minutes, trying to see what's going on.
This is not to say that we should stop using phones, but what it is to say is we need to take a look at what are they doing, how are they impacting our children, our lives, how are we using them, and how are they using us.
I wonder if I could ask over here.
Taylor Bennett happier after deleting apps from her phone.
I don't use Twitter. I don't use Instagram. It's not for me. I'm not myself on there, so I don't use it.
The role of parents? Talk to your kids. Set limits.
What are we doing in terms of setting guidelines? What are we doing to hold young folks accountable? And what are we doing also to demonstrate in a positive ways the good ways that social media and smartphones and devices can be used?
If a kid has a phone, I'm hoping that the parent thinks they are mature and responsible, because if you're giving them a phone, it does hold a lot of responsibilities.
Let's remember that Mark Zuckerberg, who has a young child, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, they all raised their children tech-free. They know what the problems are. They know the consequences. They built this stuff, and they understand the addictive qualities of it.
Experts point out the child often knows more about the technology than a parent. They stress not to underplay the power of it and ignore the addictive qualities. Bottom line, know your child and appreciate what the technology can potentially do. It comes down to this: informed parents raise healthier children. Jocelyn Mementa, News 8.